Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Figure 4 Radio.
Hello everyone, welcome to Figure 4 Radio. It's the Mastermind Ollie Spring. Today I'm joined by Jack E Hyde. How you doing, Jack?
Hello, I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate, not too bad. So I'm going to start this one off. So a lot of people listening may not know who you are, unless they've obviously been to DOA. So let's talk about Jack E as the character. What sort of guy is Jack E Hyde inside and outside the ring?
Jack E Hyde's kind of like just ideas. He's just built up with all my ideas. Like if you put the inside person, if you give him a physical appearance, that's kind of what he is. Like all the inside, I don't know how to explain it really.
Well, I see.
I don't know what he is.
The thoughts in your head put into a ring. Well, I can definitely see that. Okay, I'm going to start the same like the old-fashioned way. How did you discover wrestling, like growing up as a kid? Like, who introduced you to it? Have you got any like first memories of the first matches you ever saw?
I can remember going downstairs at night time.
Yeah.
And looking in the front room, and Dad was watching Mick Foley and Rock when he was handcuffed bashing near to a chair.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, what the hell is this?
That was the I Quit match, right? Yeah. And so was that, and was that you hooked from that?
I went down to watch it, and then I went downstairs again afterwards. Like I was looking for someone and pressed record, and I recorded the rest of it. Saw Vince beat Stone Cold.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
So yeah. If you haven't watched the Rumble from 1999, then so is your dad a wrestling fan, or was that just
not really anymore? No? Like, I kind of got into it, and everyone else kind of didn't.
Oh man, has he ever seen you wrestle?
He did, but he really didn't like it.
Why is that?
Because I was just getting beat up all the time.
Well, I suppose a parent seeing their kid being beat. Yeah, I can kind of understand that actually. No, that's a fair point. So as you were growing up, like, so was the Attitude Era a big thing for you? Or was that like the first flash in the pan you saw, and then that was kind of it?
I remember seeing that, and then I got a few videos back when videos were popular.
Like VHS videos.
Yeah.
Wow, that's old school.
Oh, what do I have? WrestleMania 16.
Okay.
Was that the one Fatal 4-Way at the end?
I think so. Yeah, 2000. Yeah. That was like the clusterfuck one.
I can't remember what else.
That big show, Kane, Mankind, and I want to say Triple H, and everyone had a McMahon in their corner.
The St. Valentine's Day Massacre, was it?
That was Austin and McMahon in the cage, right? That was a banging show.
And the Last Man Standing. Yeah, sick.
So is it fair to say that the Attitude Era has kind of had an effect on, like, if you hadn't seen that that kind of type of wrestling to begin with, do you reckon Jack E Hyde would be who he is today?
I don't know. I'll say my influence was, I always liked seeing Kane and like people like that. When you'd walk down and you'd be like, oh shit, they're not human type of thing.
I won't lie, there's times where I've seen you in the ring, I'm like, holy shit, there's no way that anyone can take that fucking beating and keep going. So that makes a lot of sense. So at what point did you actually get into wrestling, like actually doing the wrestling? Like, because that's always a cool story. Like, because I've obviously watched it. At no point did I ever think I really want to do that. I've always kind of been more self-preservation, I guess. But at what point did you kind of decide to go, I really want to do this?
I used to go watch the WAW shows down Arena Centre in Yarmouth.
Yeah.
And Brett used to actually wrestle on them, like his craft.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I can remember seeing him have matches
on
that, and I was like, oh, I could do this, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I went there, and then it's just like, oh, it's not as easy as you think it's going to be.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. So you started training then. How old were you when you started
15.
Training? Wow. And I think, am I right in saying that over there there's like, there's like lots of quite big guys. I won't say big guys, but like it's like your classic like 80s looking wrestlers. Yeah. What was that like walking in as a 15-year-old kid into this academy and seeing that sort of?
I don't know. It's really like, whoa, like, I know when I was in school, I was quite big compared to everyone else.
Okay.
And then I went to wrestling training, I was the tiniest there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit, like this is really, yeah.
So I'm trying to think. So you started it when you were 15. When was your first proper match? Can you remember?
I think it was when I was 15.
You actually had it when you were 15?
After like 3 months, I think, or something.
Shit, what was
my third training school.
Okay, that's crazy.
I done a squash against Judas, who's like this proper massive.
Big guy, like long black hair. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was proper. It was really good though to have
Yeah.
matches and that.
What was it like going into that match?
He
So you've been
clotheslined the
training.
shit out of me. He clotheslined me, yeah, and I remember him hitting me, and then when I landed like halfway in the ring and halfway out the ring.
That's
yeah.
That sounds so. Yeah, so you're a 50-year-old kid. You go into a match like that. That you must have been shitting yourself,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, right.
That was good though. It was really like.
What was your first character?
I did an Eminem character called Stan, where I had like short blonde hair.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned to rap, but then I never got to rap.
So okay, I was in like sort of like white like a white vest. Holy, okay. So at what point did Jack E Hyde kind of come around?
Not till 2014.
And what was the reason for the change in that?
I kind of. Oh no, some stuff happened at WAW,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of just went a bit. I don't know. I kind of just become my own person.
Yeah. So I guess so. So obviously going from that kind of rappery guy, because that's kind of like the polar opposite to Jack E Hyde,
I hated
right?
doing it. Like I liked it when I first started doing it, but then that just become really limited. Like there's not really much you could do, and then I don't know. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain, really.
No, that's all right. That's okay. I get that, because it's the thing. I guess when you've got, because you're not your average wrestler, I guess, because Jackie he's a very dark character, right? He's not. I think your character work is so far and above a lot of other people's. Like
I'd like a really big fallout with like some of my friends like there, and they kind of what started it was I wanted to come to DOA, and everyone kind of just called me an outcast and a traitor and everything.
Or just for moving from one place to
like,
for getting that.
That kind of annoyed me because I was always like really supportive with all their choices and what they wanted to do, and then Jack E Hyde was kind of built up off all my fucking hatred and everything, like, and all my like I'm gonna fucking succeed no matter what, type of thing.
And well, I think it's fair to say you're doing all right so far. I would say. So you've said it now a few times, like Jack E Hyde is like it's kind of like all the bad negative shit you've kind of just funneled into this character, and I guess it's like a healthy outlet for it. I guess. Another thing I was say we want to talk about is your mask. So like even now you're wearing one, and it's like I keep kind of looking at it. So you make all your own masks.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? Like I wouldn't know where to start making my own mask.
When me and Alec first started talking, he kind of like said about the idea of doing a masked character, and then I was thinking, what do I look like? Like what do I do? How do I act and all that stuff? And then I sat there and I was like, I'm gonna get some clay and everything. I'm gonna find out how like Slipknot and people like that make all their masks.
Yeah.
And then I watched all like videos on YouTube and out of how you like make all your base for your mask, and then you have to use like rubber latex and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it hard to do? Like
it take you about 3 to 5 days to do a mask.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So where's your? Because you've had loads of masks, right? Because I think you've had some like comic book inspired ones. Like soon, I think one of the first shots I saw, I was like, that guy looks like he's kind of made his own Slipknot mask. Which now you said, it kind of makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's huge inspiration.
Yeah. So what? So as in like music wise, or So you've had like a few comic book ones, right?
Yeah. Like some of the Batman villains.
Okay.
Like in
was it you had a Joker one at some point? Yeah. Like, I think I've got a friend who said he saw that and he's like, I need to wrestle this guy. Like I really want to just get it, because he thought that was the fucking coolest thing ever. So obviously comic books is a big thing. Are you a Marvel or a DC guy, or do you not care? Oh man,
I like Marvel.
I've got to cut the interview short. That's it. That's it for this week.
I want the whole thing. I want the whole like. What I don't get with the whole comic beef of Marvel versus DC is why can't everyone just be happy that comic movies are now being made?
True. Amen. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I guess if you ask me which I prefer Marvel.
Marvel do better films. As a DC fan, I can honestly say Marvel have got it fucking locked with the films.
They do.
They know,
have you seen Black Panther yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But no, that's true. Like, what were your thoughts on? So this is the thing. Like, I wanted to like Justice League. I wanted to like. I don't ever go into the DC films wanting to dislike them, but
it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Okay. See, I thought. Yeah. No. To me, to be fair, I think. Yeah, it was better because I thought it was going to be really shit.
I expected more, but then I was happy with what.
So do you read the comic books as well?
Yeah. I'd say their comics are better than their movies, and then
Yeah.
Marvel's movies are better than their comics.
Okay, and what about, do you watch much of the TV? Because there's almost like three realms. It's film, TV, and comics. So like Marvel are kicking ass at the films, but then you say like DC. A lot of people have said like the comics are like solid. Like yeah. Do you watch much of the TV series?
Not really.
No, that's the thing. So I
tried watching Luke Cage and all that stuff, and I just couldn't really get into it.
I think I did, but
I'm watching Sons of Anarchy at the moment, and it's fucking sick. That's awesome.
That's neither of them. So I guess for you, is it natural just to kind of pull the things? Because I guess you're obviously a comic book fan, you like your music. To put that into your masks is obviously you put a positive spin on the negative character, I guess.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You told me one story about you have an unlucky mask, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the story behind that? So I'll let you tell the story.
They've all got like different meanings behind them and shit. Like my Joker one, I remember people always telling me I need to smile more, and I don't smile enough. So then
I guess that's kind of the perfect Joker thing.
Huge smile and that. And then I liked the mystery behind him. Like no one ever really knew who he was or why he was there. Like he's just there for the sake of. That's
true. Actually, there's never been like a. Well, I suppose there's not an awful lot like Joker, like proper. Like obviously we know how he got his like face messed up and stuff, but like
he's got no origin, has he? Really?
That's it.
Like,
yeah. Just the fact that he fell in some chemicals and then there you go, he's a bad guy already. But
yeah, I tattooed myself in character and all down my arm.
In fact, was it you that was talking about? Oh, that's sick. So you got like a smile across your arm. So, was it you that was talking about getting tattooed in the ring?
Yeah, I wanted to do it in the promo, but yeah, it's kind of risky.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to that in a minute. But yeah, so this mask. So you say every mask has its own meaning. What's the mask like? The one you got on now? Like, is there a meaning behind this one?
Like first off, that was like just dark and no colours. That was like motionless type of thing. But then the more I wore it, the more it's all falling apart.
Yeah, I see. It's like it's literally held together by string right now.
Yeah, kind of how I feel in person. Being held together by threads and shit. Yeah.
But that's I guess in a weird way, it's like all very symbolic of you and how you are. Okay. So yeah, this unlucky mask. So yeah, you've got one that.
The first time I wore it, I broke my ribs.
Okay. And what happened with? Oh, was that? Who was that in the
Purge debut?
Yeah.
With me and Damien versus Darren and Dracul when they were Oblivion, and yeah, I got picked up to go on. First of all, the mask when I originally made it, I just done a slice for the mouth, and then in the match, I got that hot. I was like in the summer that all like sewed itself shut. Well, not sewed. It all just melted back shut.
Okay.
And then that was like having a balloon on your head.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't breathe, and I was literally keep grabbing it and ripping it back
Jeez.
down.
And that was in the match.
And then towards about the middle of the match, I got what's the move called? Steamroller, when you pick it
like
fireman's carry flip.
Yeah, like a rolling senton, I think.
And that broke my ribs. Jeez. And then I was trying to breathe with a mask that kept like sticking itself back shut around the mouth and everything.
And you've got a broken rib to try and breathe. That's got to be. Yeah. So did you finish the match?
Yeah. That was like 10 minutes in, and that was like 20 minutes, I think.
Fucking hell. Okay, that's pretty
we
crazy.
We ended it, didn't we, with a frog splash off Ben.
So yeah, and so you think that mask is? Have you worn that mask since?
Every time I wore it, I got hurt like really bad. I had a match. I always tried like to no sell the injury where like I can still wrestle, I'm okay, and then I'd take like a bump or something, and that would just be like so much pain.
You just know that's
the match with Ali, and he done a suicide cross on me, and afterwards someone in the crowd like hit me, punched me right where my ribs are.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that just like that hurt so much.
So
I was like, I can't stand up. Yeah.
Like, was he meant to?
Yeah, that was like when he grabbed their arms back and let him chop you, and he just punched me in the stomach and said,
"Oh shit!"
And I was like, I put my chest out.
The fan was meant to just give you a little slap, and he just punched.
I opened up, and he just punched me right in that rib, and I was like,
Jesus,
yeah,
that's bad.
And I went I didn't go to the hospital for like 3 or 4 weeks, I think, and then I went and I dislocated ribs, and I did all fucking physio where they
you can't do anything for ribs, right? You can't exactly cast them up or anything. Like, if you've broken a rib, that's just fucking it.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Painful.
You had I'm right in thinking. So, I think the first match I saw you in, you had an injury, but before that, I think you said you had a match with Ty-V Lee,
and he knocked my teeth out.
He knocked your tooth out. Like, Jesus. So you're quite accident prone, isn't it? And then so let's talk about the first Damien match in Yarmouth where you did your ankles. So you've got 2 masks on that you come out. I think I've told this story. I think on the podcast, on one of my podcasts, but I'll let you kind of tell it to your eyes. So you come out with 2 masks on. Yeah,
I come out with Damien's face on, and then
as you do,
he just kind of took like great insult to it, spat like blood on my face and ripped my face off, and then I had like a red raw, like just no skinned face underneath, And then he offered me the choice to leave, where I kind of should have, and then I wouldn't have nearly broke my leg.
Yeah.
And then I refused and nearly broke my leg.
Yeah, so it was off a suicide dive to the outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and am I right in thinking it was a pool of water that you slipped on?
Yeah, from where I walked out with water, throwing water everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went to drink some water and spit it out, and then because I had a mask on, that just went like all in my eyes and up my nose and everything. And then just fell on the floor.
So one of the things I give you a lot of props for, recently you had a straight jacket match, right, with Dexter. Now that wasn't Alec going, mate, I really want to do this match. You actually put yourself forward for the straight jacket match, right?
Yeah.
Why would you like that? Because to me, it's incredibly selfless of you to go, I'll do this, because that's dangerous. It's genuinely dangerous, right?
I think there's not enough people like that in wrestling now, though. Like, everyone's so fucking egotistical and shit now. Like, you've got to, you can't just work on yourself. You got to, like, everything has to, if you get everything to grow at once, that just kind of, everything will grow, like, better than if, instead of, like, just yourself getting bigger, like, the whole company and everything.
So
you got to make everyone else look good just as yourself.
And so that's the kind of idea behind the straight jacket, was to kind of basically make.
I
mean, you still you fucking won it though.
Dexter was like a good guy and shit though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But then I guess he's trying to bring out his dark side.
Really been a bad guy anywhere else.
Yeah,
and I was just thinking, oh no, like he's not going to be able to be a good guy. And then the match happened. I was like, holy shit, he's such a great good guy. He's such a great bad guy.
He plays it up quite well.
Really fucking good.
So. Did you hurt yourself in the straight jacket match?
I hit my head a few times where I couldn't block myself, and
that was so what? Because I think there was one point you were thrown into the wall, like
solid
brick wall. I couldn't see it exactly because there was all these fans in the way, but I heard the thud.
Yeah,
it sounded fucking painful.
Yeah, that was. I suppose it just happened. Really, it come with a risk.
Yeah. And have you had any other crazy ideas that you want to be doing, or?
I wanted Brett to tattoo me.
Of course,
he didn't really tattoo someone before, so it was kind of like risky type of thing.
So at the same time, I think it would be cool. Yeah. But then at the same time, I wouldn't win you. So would you be happy to have like?
I'll let him do it if he wanted to, but
is there anything
that'd be cool? I reckon for the story. Like,
fuck yeah, no. I would sell the shit out of that on comms. Is there anything that anyone's asked you to ever do that you don't want to do?
I don't know. I'm really.
Or is there anything that you wouldn't do? Like you do anything for wrestling, but you won't do.
I wouldn't roll around in glass and stick sticks in my head and all that fucking mad shit.
So there's a line there for like the real hardcore stuff. Yeah. Would you ever? Have you taken? I'm guessing you've taken like table bumps and stuff.
No, not in wrestling, but I've jumped through pace tables in my friend's garden.
Okay, like, as you do. Yeah. What about thumbtacks? Would you do a thumbtack spot?
I don't know. I probably would.
Yeah, right. You're like, why not? Yeah,
it's not like glass and all that shit, like that go everywhere and that's one of them where you try to wipe it away and that just cut you more. So
there are some gnarly things I've seen. So you mentioned that you started off training and then some stuff went down. We've obviously talked about a bit of this beforehand. So you kind of had a few, let's call them personal issues, shall we say?
Yeah.
With people.
Mental illness. Mental illness.
Yeah. What was that like when? Because obviously wrestling. Like you say, like everyone should be growing together. It should be a happy thing. It should be doing this because you enjoy it. What's it like when people are trying to bring you down and like stop you from? Because as I say, it should be fun, right? And like when people take something that should be enjoyable, that's not going to be a good time, right?
Yeah. When I first found out I had mental health problems, that was like around the same time where I had a girlfriend at the time and she was cheating on me, and I found out from her accidentally leaving her Facebook open when I opened my laptop and I saw all the messages and everything. And then the other thing that happened was my best friend died, and this was like when I was 17, and that just like when you see someone like every day nearly and then they fucking just gone, and that's kind of like fucked with your head a bit.
Yeah, it's a shock to the system, right?
And I just didn't really feel like I was happy, and I wanted to, I don't know, I just didn't really feel like I wanted to be there, but then everyone else kind of told you to be there. So
as in actually at wrestling?
Yeah, and then I'd say I kind of like, I wanted to stay around and shit, but then I just didn't, that weren't in my heart. And then I'd say like 2013ish, I started feeling like really, really fucking bad with it, and I didn't want to I felt like I was selling myself, if that makes sense. Like I was selling out to myself, and I didn't feel good in myself, but then because that was making everyone else feel good, that was just kind of enough to keep me going. And then in 2014, that was my last show with WAW. And like that wasn't the people's fault, that was just like a mix of things. But yeah, some bad stuff happened then. I nearly broke my back, and then on the same night I tried to jump off a bridge and kill myself. And then I actually I made a mask when I was wrestling there, and I used to come out and walk out with it, and I kind of like fucking threw that off a bridge, and then I was like, I'm gonna fucking join the mask, and then all the police stopped me and shit. Which
is good, I would say.
But then,
so I guess again you're kind of the mask again symbolising it again. So that
was like the death of fucking Stan, and then the birth of Jack E Hyde type of thing.
Okay. So again,
the weirdest thing as well was I wore face paint on that show. I painted myself as Two-Face because I felt split, like I wanted to be there and then I didn't want to be there. So I done Two-Face thing. And then when the police stopped me, I was literally sitting on the edge, and I turned around and I just had this Two-Face paint on, and they were just looking at me like, what the fuck? And then they asked me what I'd threw down there, and they actually drew me down there and like picked it all up, and I was just like, I can't get this out of my fucking life. That was like the mask when it keep coming back to you and shit.
I guess it's almost like, have you seen the actual, the film The Mask?
Yeah.
Like
when they throw out the window and it just come back. Yeah.
It just somehow finds its way.
I remember sitting there.
Have you still got that mask?
Well, no, I told them to fucking leave it there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, it's probably still there now.
There we go, find it. So at what point did kind of DOA kind of become a thing for you? Because I think, is it safe to say that DOA has kind of brought a lot of the positivity back for you?
Yeah, like I started speaking to Alec around 2015ish, but I'd known him from like since around 2012, and like we'd met up with a few of the other wrestlers and that, and then with like at the beach party and shit. That was pretty cool. And then we started talking to Alec, and he started asking me if I was interested in coming back to wrestling.
So you weren't wrestling at that point?
No, I took like a year off. My back was really bad as well. Like I couldn't hardly walk, and then yeah.
And then so Alec kind of like reeled you back in almost, yeah. And was it Alec that pitched you the Jackie character? Or? Yeah.
Like we come up with I first wrestled as Jack because I didn't really know what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And then like the whole loads of characters thing, that was like I couldn't make up my mind like who I wanted to be and what I want to represent. So then
I guess now you can represent who you want. Whenever, like, if you're feeling like you want to be like a Joker, then you can be the Joker. If you want to be like more, it's kind of you've got the versatility there. I guess, so safe to say, like DOA is kind of like now you're home, I guess. Yeah. Are you looking to kind of wrestle other places? Or
Alex kind of like my therapist / like boss.
He does a good job of hearing people out.
I think one of the maddest things though is starting wrestling, watching fucking Brett in the ring, and then 10 years later you're fucking going against him in the ring.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the fuck?
That's cool. Yeah, because I guess
that's crazy.
So was Brett the first guy that you saw?
I was trained by
wrestle?
Roy Knight.
Yeah.
Knights and that, and a few other people.
And was Brett like the first guy that was? So you like to say he was on the first show that
Brett
you saw?
was one of the trainer people there, but he was still wrestling himself quite a lot, so you didn't really see him that much.
So you're in the middle of a storyline as we speak where you're kind of like his lapdog. So you've done some crazy, like probably the coolest fucking promos I think I've ever seen. So what was it like shooting that one? So he calls it the Murder Barn.
Yeah.
Like to me now, I don't want to go within 100 miles of that place because it's called the Murder Barn. You were inside this barn, locked in like a dog cage. What, like, again, whose idea was that? Was that yours?
That was Brett's idea. Yeah. But another thing as well, with promos and shit, so much goes into them. Yeah. Whereas I don't think people realise how much you've got to actually do to get your fucking promo.
Well, that's the thing, because I saw like that, especially that kind of what was it? He called it. There was a word. Was it escape or something? Or was it? Yeah. Was it? There was a word, but that one promo, like, it wasn't just here. I'm going to talk to my phone for 20 seconds and shout at someone. That must have taken so much. Like, how long were you in that cage for? Like,
about an hour.
Gee, just in the cage for an hour.
I leaned on the side and the whole thing and I was like, oh shit, I've just ruined the fucking promo. I need to pop it all back together.
Jeez. So obviously a lot went into that, right? So you were in this cage for an hour, just with Brett screaming at you?
Yeah,
for a whole hour?
I was just sitting there, and we was just when I do promos at home, I first done them just on a phone or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the way they looked. They looked too phony type of thing.
Yeah.
Not like phony.
No,
Like
I know what you mean.
fake, but
Like you can tell it's been shot on a phone and just put on Facebook.
Like in their kitchen and shit that. But I never realised how much goes into where you got to have the camera to be able to do it. So then it's clearer. You got to have the audio.
Yeah.
Like I done one with my friend Travis. And we did it in his back garden in a bathtub when that was raining, and that was all like that looked so cool. And then when we watched it back, there was no sound.
Oh,
and we was just devastated.
Yeah.
And then I've got another friend now, Jared. He helped me do all promos and stuff. He's like my cameraman type of thing.
Okay, cool.
But you got to have all. And then you'll do like a camera or something. You'll have all your promo all set out and shit. And then you'll watch it back and the lighting will be shit. And then you'll have to like go get a lamp and stick it to the wall.
Yeah. So I've just thought you live in Yarmouth, right?
Yeah.
I've just thought of a really cool promo where you can just bury yourself up to your head and just cut a promo as a head.
I was actually thinking that the other day.
Were you?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I could just imagine just his head with a mask just bobbing in the sand going,
I think it was Assassin's Creed I was playing and his head bobbing in the sand and I was like, that'd be such a cool promo with the tide coming in.
Oh shit! With the well, you got to be able to dig yourself out pretty quick there if that's the case. I was just thinking like if it's like
snorkel or something.
Just grab a few shovels. How weird is that though? I just saw that. That would be cool. I would pop for that. Are you looking to? Because I'd like to see you like get places with this. Is that something that you're in your mindset? You're looking at thinking like, I need to kind of get myself booked elsewhere, or are you happy with DOA at the moment?
It's not like my main priority. But
I know. That's the thing. I think everyone kind of just presumes that if you're a wrestler, it means you want to make it to the WWE or you want to make it to.
I don't care about
progress.
WWE. I don't.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same. Like, I mean, if they ask me, if they offer me a contract, obviously I'll probably take it. But it's not as if that's the be all or end all, right?
I just like what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to WE and then they'd probably fucking change your name and change character and shit. And it's just like no point. Like, what's the point in building up all these years, creating something, and then you go to WE and they're just, throw it away.
Yeah. But like, so it's safe to say at the moment you're kind of happy just doing the DOA thing. You're not looking to kind of be wrestling every weekend all around the place.
If that was like good, something good to do.
Yeah.
But I kind of don't like doing stuff if it's got no meaning to it.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Which is fair. And I think that's. Would you agree that DOA is a good place because they're like, everything I've seen you do has had meaning and has had storyline. Like say the first match with Damien, then he kidnapped you, and that's kind of just that's just kind of going on and on and on. And I cannot wait. Like I know that when the payoff happens, the crowd is going to go absolutely apeshit for you. And I just know every time you get beaten down, it's just adding more fuel to that fire. So when it happens, it's just going to be insane. Like, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
No, I like the fact that. Well, so you agree with me that it's got to have a reason. It's not. Let's just throw Jackie in with just who's around today. Let's throw him in with that guy there, like just because. That's cool, man. Are you big on social media? Have you got anything to plug at the moment?
You can add me on Facebook, but I will most probably. And by that I mean 100%. I will put angry statuses every single day over anything that annoy me. I will do a status about it.
I've noticed
if it's
that.
a game, if it's music, if it's news, if it's politics, if it's anything, I'll talk shit.
You and technology don't get on, right?
Yeah. I hate technology.
But is there like a Jack E Hyde like Twitter page or anything?
I have a Facebook page, but being in a cage kind of like limits you away from Wi-Fi. And
what about keeping it kayfabe?
Yeah, you have to kind of like, if you like look around the room when it's like daytime still, you'll be able to find like a selfie stick, and if you keep on that, there'll be a phone on the end. And
that's cool. Man. Well, I think we're
Damien's like he's not evil, like because he lets you have Wi-Fi still in the cage, but
I love how this is real. That's cool. This has been fun. I'm a massive fan of yours. The fact that, like you say, the stuff that you will do to put other people over, I think is commendable. So I think you deserve all the props you get, mate.
Thank you, man.
And I cannot wait to see how this storyline pays off.
Yeah, me too, man.
It's going to be cool. Well, Jackie, thanks for joining me today, man.
Thank you, man.
Cheers, buddy.
All right.
Figure 4 Radio.
There we go, folks. Jack E Hyde. A bit of a different interview this week. Jack's maybe not the most natural talker. He's a quiet guy, on show days. But as I say, a very important story to tell because he's been through so much in his young wrestling career already. He's got such a strong attitude to turn up. At DOA, keep doing the things he's doing. Just that very night, we finished the podcast, went and had our show March Mania 2.
the very first, not even the very first thing in the match, his entrance included him being thrown off of a stage onto a wooden dance floor by Damien, his keeper, and as I say, just the way he landed, he was in a straitjacket again, didn't have to do it, landed with an absolute thud on the floor. The things that guy does in the ring, it's, I mean, I struggle to put it into words. The things he's willing to do in order to help put storylines over, and you heard it himself, saying that so many people are selfish these days. No one's willing to kind of build everybody up. I think that speaks volumes for Jack's character and what he's here to do. And at the same time, for someone that's been so close to the edge, even inside in the wrestling business with the stuff that went down, to still come back and still do this, personally, I say that speaks volumes for the atmosphere at DOA. The way that Alex kind of, as he said, has been his therapist almost, and kind of helped pull him back and get him into this environment. And just after the show, he was posting how he loves being around the family at DOA. And that's what it's all about. To prove that no matter what shit can be thrown at you, even in wrestling, there are ways back, and there are good people around that can kind of pull you back from the edge, literally and metaphorically. But yeah, really cool to sit down with Jack and help him get his story out. You never know, he might start branching out, but for now, definitely catch him at DOA Wrestling. So to some plugs. So if you don't already, go to facebook.com/figure4radio, give us a like, hell, give us a share, say some nice words about us, we'll really appreciate it. We're still approaching that 500 mark. I really want to make that 500 mark, so yeah, please do like, subscribe to us if that's what you even do on Facebook. Do you subscribe on Facebook? Who knows? But also, we've got the Twitter, we've got the Instagram, that's at Figure4Radio. I have got my own Twitter and Instagram, which is at F4R_Mastermind. Get in touch with me on there if you want to. We've got the website, figure4radio.weebly.com. We have youtube.com/F4TV, where all our archives go, so do check out the archives if you want to find something a little bit different. And if you want to book me for commentary, either post or live, get in touch on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Reach out, because we will work with you. You can catch me at Sacrifice Pro Wrestling, at DOA, Wrestling League, Exposure Entertainment. As you heard last week, I debuted for RCWA. Fingers crossed, some more dates for those in the pipeline. Pro Wrestling Clash is a new one as well. We're doing that in post for the Clash team. But yeah, keeping myself busy, keeping myself out of trouble. That's how we like to do things. At the time of recording, I don't know what's coming up next week, but it's going to be fun. So keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned next week for Figure 4 Radio. We'll see you then.
Figure 4